Hello, how you guys are doing? This is retired Commander Centeno from Ethic Consulting with another live. Thank you for those that are going to tune in. Thank you. Please share this video so we can help as many people out there, okay? Thank you for those that are tuning in. Please share this video with other people so we can help as many people as we can, okay? Thank you for tuning in. Those are tuning in. Please share this video before we start. Again, thank you for tuning in. This is retired Commander Centeno from Ethic Consulting. You can find me at ethicconsultation.com. Again, you can find me at ethicconsultation.com. Please share this video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel at ethicconsultation.com. Again, at ethicconsultation.com. At YouTube, we're live in Facebook and also in YouTube, okay? What do I do again? I do VA claims, help with VA claims, retirement consultation, resumes, and also notary public if you live in the Central Florida area, okay? Disclaimer, this information is not sponsored or paid by any government entity or military affiliate. This information is based on experience and is for educational purposes. Please, if you send me a private message to my website at ethicconsultation.com, do not forget to add your name, email, and phone number. Unfortunately, I've been getting some messages. There's a glitch on the website that I have to fix, and I'm not able to reply back to you unless you add your email and phone number. And I can't emphasize that enough. I mean, I've been getting a lot of messages for consulting, and I cannot reply back because I am not getting their email. So that is my fault. I'm working on the issue, and hopefully I can fix it soon, okay? Also, if you want to send me a question while I'm on the live, you can do so in the chat. And also, if you want to call me, you can do that also. You can call me at 321-710-5570. If you're going to call me, please let me know that you're going to call me so I can be ready for your phone call or for your question. You can write on the chat that you're about to call me, okay? Super easy, all right? Please share this video. We're going to start pretty soon. We're going to have an interesting topic tonight. So for those service members out there and also federal service members, this video is specifically for you. We're going to talk about how to plan your retirement from the military and from the federal service, okay? It's a lot of a couple of differences here, but I'm going to combine this specifically for those that are in the reserve, TPU status, or in the National Guard, or MilTechs, also known in the military, okay? How to plan your retirement from the military and federal service. And of course, I speak Spanish. If I switch to Spanish, si cambia a español es porque algunas personas que se conectan, que escuchan mis videos, están viéndolos o están preguntando la pregunta en español. So if I switch, do not be afraid. It's because I speak both languages and sometimes they ask a question in Spanish, okay? Because I do have a lot of viewers from Puerto Rico, okay? So first, this video is for both military service members and civilian federal employees who will retire under the Federal Employee Retirement System, also known as FERS. When we talk about MilTechs, when we talk about those that take positions in Puerto Rico, like the DAC positions, this video is for you. One of the biggest problems that I have seen for those that are thinking about retiring or are in the military or in a first position is the lack of knowledge and how retirement works for the federal government. And the lack of knowledge from the federal employees in their particular retirement system. This is really important, what retirement system you follow under. Because if you don't know what retirement system you follow under, you will not know the rules and regulations that apply to you in order so you can forecast how much money you will be making or how much money you will be losing when you retire, okay? This is an example. The active duty component from the military retirement system is based on the 50% of your height tree. That is with a minimum of 20 years of service. If you serve more than 20 years, the percentage of 50% is gonna be a little bit higher, okay? So that's the retirement system from the military active duty. I will talk about that a little bit later at the end of the video because I'm gonna give you a scenario so you can understand what I'm talking about. For the Reserve and National Guard, it's based on a point system. I have some videos about this before, and I'll post the links when I edit this video so you can see the differences on the different systems. And for the full Federal Employee Retirement System, also known as FERS, it's a retirement plan that provides benefits from 3 different sources, okay? What are those sources? And I'm talking about FERS specifically, and I explain a little bit better for the military, okay? For FERS, what are the different sources of income that you're gonna have when you retire? Number 1, the basic benefit plan, which can differ depending on what kind of position you are. For example, if you're in a law enforcement position or covered position versus regular FERS. Remember, I talked about this before. If you're on a covered law enforcement position, you can only retire or with the minimum retirement, not age, but time served, which is 20 years. But if you want to stay longer, you can stay until 57. All right? But this is really important. Point number 2, from the different sources you're going to get when you retire from the FERS system, which is the Federal Employee Retirement System, is Social Security. Okay? And number 3 is going to be your TSP or thrift saving plans. So when you retire from the FERS system, this is the 3 different sources of income that you're going to have or you're going to be getting. Okay? Benefit plan or basic benefit plan, Social Security, and number 3 savings plans. The military tried to mimic, or they did mimic, the FERS system, which now is the blended retirement system, in which the same as FERS, the government match your TSP to 5% of the contribution. What does that mean? What that means is that the government put 5%, and they match it up to 5. I'm sorry, I correct myself. If you put 5%, the government will match up to 5%. Okay? So I recommend, if you're not putting 5% of your TSP, to work yourself around adjustments so you can put at least 5% of your TSP or to your TSP. Okay? I will help you in a good strategy to sustain your finances during your longevity of expectancy of life after retirement. This is super important. A lot of people don't think about retirement. A lot of people think that they're just living today. They don't look about the future. A lot of people don't think about their family members, their kids, and this is really important for you to plan for retirement. As I say, so you can understand that every scenario is different on how much money you will need to sustain. What do I say this? I said this because some people have a different lifestyle of others. Some people love to spend more money than others. Okay, I'm a simple guy. I like to live simple, and I love to save money, to invest money, to make money. That's just me. Not everybody's the same. A lot of people just like to spend their money and just live every day like it's the last day. We live in a free country. That's up to you. Okay, but your lifestyle pretty much define how much money you will need for after retirement so you can sustain. So I'm going to give you some tips so you can have a good strategy before you retire. I'm going to give you some of them. There's a lot of tips out there. There's financial advisors. This is based completely on experience. 29 years this year working for the government. Retired from the military as a command sergeant major from the Army Reserve. Did 15 years active duty. I've been there, done that. I can help you to build a good strategy so when you retire, you can have a peace of mind, not only for you, but for your family, okay? I'll be retiring in 3 years completely. I'll be 52. And I'm gonna give you some scenarios so you can see how you can make this work for you. So here we are. I'm gonna give you some tips for a good strategy. And the tip number 1, you might wanna write this down, is to plan as possible as you can. The tip number 1 is to plan as soon as you can. You cannot wait to plan for your retirement. Those who started a federal job early, I'll behoove you and advise you, you need to start your plan for retirement now. A lot of people say start 5 years out, 3 years out. No, you need to start this as soon as you join the military or the federal force, okay? Now, I do understand that a lot of people cannot put a lot of money into investment. For example, the TSP, which there's some other ways you can invest. But you need to work yourself around to at least to put 5% in your TSP when you start a government job or in the military. You'll be surprised how much money you will build by the time you retire. So do not wait for your last year to start planning for your retirement. Plan ahead as early as you can in your career. This will help you tremendously for a good strategy, but also to adjust your strategy for better results. For example, if you are a reservist or National Guard service member and a federal employee, which is applied for the militechs out there, how much are you investing in your TSP? Are you investing at least 5% of your salary into the TSP? Are you planning to put more of 5% to your TSP? What things are you doing to adjust your budget to invest more in the TSP or in other investments? How are you going to stay if you decide to stay until mandatory retirement based that you don't have enough money to retire? All these factors come into equation for sustaining your lifestyle when you retire. This is what I'm telling you is so important. You need to plan this out. I have seen many federal employees that don't have a plan and don't have knowledge that some of them will lose more than 50% of their salary before they retire. So this is an example. If you are making $100,000, you will only get $50,000 in which deductions and taxes are going to be taken out and benefits. A lot of people don't count the deductions from the retirement. You're talking about taxes from the government, health benefit, visual, audition and all that stuff that you can actually have extra insurances. This is gonna come from the money that you make in retirement, okay? And this is all additional deductions on top of the taxes that they're gonna take out of your retirement. This is why it's so important to invest in your TSP early to adjust in your lifestyle and project your retirement. Tip number 2 is knowledge. When I'm talking about knowledge, I'm talking about to familiarize yourself with the benefits of your specific retirement plan. You need to learn and have knowledge with your specific retirement plan. Did you know that a federal agent in the United States, depending on the retirement plan, only gets 34% of their salary for 20 years of service and 1% for each year thereafter? You're talking about a federal agent here in the United States, the richest country in the world. 34% of that $100,000 that I just gave you is nothing. And think about the deductions from there. This is why it's so important for you to plan your retirement. So when I'm talking about losing more than 50% for some federal employees, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why it's so important for you to plan your retirement, okay? Now, if you decide to stay in the mandatory retirement age, you will be accumulating 1% over, and that 34% will go higher. And of course, if you pass some military time active duty, you can also add that 1%. I give you my example. I did, by the time I retire from the federal service, it will be 32 years, and I'll get paid at 50% because I bought my time 15 years of active duty. Okay, that's the reason I'm only doing 20 years, okay? I'm done. The same with the military. You will lose at least 50% of your salary unless you serve more than 20 years, and of course, or unless you retire from the Army Reserve or National Guard, which is based on a point system, okay? So it's so important for you to learn about your retirement system plan and the changes published by your Human Resources Department and also OPM, Office of Personnel Management. Tip number 3 is to have a plan. Without a plan, you will fail to achieve your goal which is to be able to sustain yourself and your family and be financially stable. The plan is up to you. There are many financial advisors out there. The government has some way good programs out there that can help you to plan for your retirement, but the sole responsibility is on you to plan your retirement, okay? Your plan has to include the following. Number one, project the income that you're gonna have. I talk about the 100,000. I'm gonna give you a scenario at the end of the video so you can understand what I'm talking about. Project your income, how much you're gonna be remaining of your total income. All right, project how much you're gonna be getting after deduction. This is really important. This means to forecast how much money you will make after retirement using available calculators and formulas out there. I'm telling you, the government does a great job actually in projecting. They have all kind of calculators out there, and you can project how much you will make in deductions. I can help you with that also. Number two, project the bills that you will have at retirement. Super important. Are you gonna have your bills paid by the time you retire? Are you still gonna have payments that you have to make, or bills? Your house payment? Are you gonna have any other bills that is gonna put a constraint in the amount of money you're gonna make after retirement? This means any debt that you own you will have to pay before, or you're still gonna have to pay after retirement. Number three, project the impact of sacrificing your investment in savings versus paying debt before retirement. This is what I mean with this. If you're putting 5% at your TSP, the government matching 5%. If you could put more, and which this is the goal, to max it out the earliest as you can in your career. But if you can't, are you gonna sacrifice some of that percentage to put it where? Are you gonna pay some debt? And this is the strategies that I can help you with, okay? You need to calculate how much debt you have, how much debt you can pay off before you retire, so you can be comfortable in a safety zone, okay? As an example, this is what I mean. Can you decrease your contribution to your TSP while you're still working to pay some debt? This could give you flexibility and room to maneuver around and to actually to invest money in different places. Tip number 4, have a plan to supplement your loss from your income. This is so important. This is what I mean with this tip. You know you're gonna lose an amount of money. What are you gonna do to supplement that income? Are you gonna pay debt that you're not gonna need that income anymore? Are you gonna invest to sustain yourself and supplement that money that you're gonna lose from that investment? For example, if you lose 50% of your salary, what you can do to supplement that loss? Some people either find another job or use their savings to supplement. This is why it's so important for you to invest in your TSP or in other investments. Crypto right now is huge. In my opinion, crypto is the future. A lot of people are investing on it, and I'll behoove you to read on it so you can get smart about it. But I believe crypto is the future, okay? That's why you see all these changes. It's not regulated. The government is trying to catch up because of the technology. And there's a lot that I cannot say here, okay? But it's really interesting of what's going on with crypto, okay? Super important for you to invest, not only the TSP, but what other sources you can invest money. Others fight for Social Security, this ability to supplement that loss of income that they were getting while they were working in full force. If you're losing 50% of your salary, some people fight the Social Security because they can no longer work, and they supplement that loss. And I'll give you an example at the end so you understand what I'm talking about. This is a short video. I want you to see in a simple example what I'm talking about, okay? So the point is, what are you going to do to sustain the amount of income that you will lose to be financially stable? And tip number 5, and this is where I'm going to go into an example. If you have any questions, please let me know. Si tienes alguna pregunta, déjame saber. Este video lo hice completamente en inglés, pero esto es bien importante para mis amigos y compañeros allá en Puerto Rico. Si quieren que haga una versión en español, lo puedo hacer, pero esto es tan importante para aquellos que están trabajando en la Reserva, en la Guardia Nacional, aquellos empleados federales. Estamos hablando cómo planificar el retiro. I'm going to explain the example in English and also in Spanish, because the whole entire video that I just did for like 20-30 minutes is going to summarize the entire thing, okay? So I'm going to go into my slide over here and I'll explain this. All right? The entire video is summarized to this, okay? And I want you to listen for a second. This is a scenario, okay? Do not worry about the numbers. But this scenario that I'm talking about here, and again, I'm going to translate and I'm going to do a version in Spanish when I'm done in English. This is the first employee, and he's also a military member serving in the Reserve or National Guard, okay? As we talked before, every agency has their own formulas. They have their calculators, they have their web-based website that you can put your numbers and it can project how much you're going to make. I do not want you to worry about that. I can help you with that. I'm talking about at the strategy, okay? I want you to look at the strategy. Okay, I use the number 100,000. This person is a first employee. Let's say he's a militech, okay? Let's say he's a militech in the military, okay? So he's getting $100,000 a year from his job, okay? Probably he's a GS-14. I mean, as a militech, a GS-15, you wanna put that out there. Now, projected after retirement, he's gonna lose 50% of that 100%. That's what I talked to you about, a projection of the money you're gonna lose, okay? Every retirement system is different, so this is gonna be different for every person out there. I wanna make sure that you make that clear, you have that clear. Now, based on this scenario right here, this person is gonna lose 50% of that 100%, so he needs to supplement $50,000. How he can do that? That's the reason I put the military retirement here. Why? Because the militech in this particular scenario is also in the Reserve or the National Guard, which is also getting an income, okay? So this is one of the ways that you can complement that income that you're gonna lose on retirement. How many years you did in the military? Are you buying your military time back? Which if you're not doing, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You have to do that, I mean, in order to supplement more of your income. So you're supplementing the money that you're losing, all right? In this particular scenario, you can use the military, right, pension, and you can supplement. This is another scenario here. This is the same person, okay? But this person right here, with the projection that I gave you on the FERS, after the $100,000, okay, and after investing and buying his military time, calculating, he will project $3,400 a month. This is monthly, okay? Again, this is getting, and I'll explain this in a second. This is getting Social Security disability, like I explained at the beginning. Also VA, okay, this person is getting VA benefits. What I'm telling you about here is this person is getting his retirement for FERS. He's also getting VA disability at 100%. I want you to do the math. You can use this scenario and actually do your own math in a calculator. If you can supplement some of that loss of the $50,000, this is the year, this is monthly. In this scenario, this person could get up to $3,400 for Social Security disability. And this is the TSP. Remember when I tell you about investing in the TSP? This is the annuity. This is monthly. This is just a projection. Okay? Now, this person, if he plays his cards right, he'll get more money when he retired than when he was working. Okay? If you plan it right, you'll be able to get more money when you retire after retirement. Okay? Now, this right here is the reserve pension. It does not affect Nada, nothing. The VA disability. A lot of people think that this will affect the reserve. No, unless you got injured, the CSRC, which I know I have Vega that did it. I know Vega is not here, but there's a combination of your medical and retirement. That's another thing. But if you retire with 20 good years out of the reserve in National Guard and you have VA compensation, it will not affect either or. I want to make sure that you understand that. My point is, this person, if you plan it right, remember that 50,000 supplement that you needed, he made it up already. So not only he made it, this is without finding a job. I want to make sure you understand. This is without finding a job. This is not including if you are, hey, mi hermano, hey, Cabajan. Perdona que algunas veces estás ahí y no te veo. How you doing, my brother? So this is so important for you to understand how to supplement that loss of money that you're gonna lose when you retire. This is just a simple example that you can use on how to supplement that loss. I'm gonna change to Spanish because I do have a lot of people that speak Spanish that can understand this a little bit better in Spanish. Okay? You have any questions, please let me know. If you want to call me, you can do it while I'm live. All right? So you can call at 321-710-5570. I'm going to do this little version in Spanish. No, mi hermano, no te preocupes si hemos estado bien ocupados. No es culpa tuya, mi hermano, lo sé. Estamos hablando de retiro. Hice un video breve para hacer un escenario, obviamente, y quería proyectar para aquellas personas que me están escuchando en español. Este ejemplo que estoy dando es básicamente, lo puse como un MILTEC, una persona que es no solamente que está en el servicio federal civil, pero también es militar en la reserva o en la Guardia Nacional. Y quise hablar esta porción en español porque básicamente esta proyección o esta laminación básicamente proyecta lo que hablé en los últimos 25 minutos. Esta persona, bajo el programa de FERS, ¿verdad? O el sistema de FERS, cada programa es diferente, está su High 3 y la matemática, y esta persona hace sobre $100,000 al año. Proyectado después que se retire va a perder sobre $50,000 de ingresos. ¿Está bien? So, básicamente tiene que suplementar $50,000. Por eso fue que puse aquí el retiro militar, porque esta persona, hey Michael, my friend, how you doing? I already did the version in English, my friend. I'm speaking Spanish here, but the video from the beginning is in English, okay? So you can watch it, but you're more than welcome to stay, my brother. Pero esta proyección que estoy haciendo aquí, estamos viendo que esta persona básicamente está suplementando pérdida de los $50,000 en este ejemplo, ¿verdad? Que estoy dando, y lo está suplementando parte de ese dinero con el retiro de la reserva de la Guardia Nacional. Eso tiene que ver, depende cuántos años estuvo, si estuvo activo, si cumplió sus años en el trabajo federal para complementar. Bro, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Happy New Year, bro. So, vemos aquí que está suplementando esos $50,000 con parte de la reserva. Cuando vemos aquí al lado derecho, esta persona en el escenario que estoy proyectando, después de perder $100,000 al año, solamente se va a quedar con $3,400 al mes. Y de aquí también recuerden que hay deducciones de impuestos, y esto básicamente una proyección después que le hayan sacado los impuestos y los seguros médicos y todas esas cosas. Esta persona también tiene discapacidad de veteranos, ¿verdad? Y también luchó su discapacidad de seguro social. O sea, ya vamos viendo la matemática que básicamente suplementó los $50,000 que había perdido al mes. So he already compensated for the $50,000 that he lost after retirement of that money that he needed to supplement. Okay? Tenemos el TSP, TSP, Tree Service Plans, que eso es el dinero que invertiste, ¿verdad? La 401k, 401k, TSP, alright, in English. So this is supplement, estoy suplementando, Y vamos aquí que el total hasta aquí son 12,400. Esto es solamente un hipotético, esto es un escenario para que ustedes vean la estrategia que tienes que hacer para planificar su retiro, para que pueda suplementar ese dinero que usted va a perder después del retiro. Cuando vemos aquí, proyectamos la paga de la Guardia Nacional o la Reserva y básicamente vemos que en este ejemplo son algunos $3,200 y ahí vemos el gran total mensual. Cuando vemos a ver, esta persona va a cobrar mucho más dinero. This person gonna get paid way more after he retired than while he was on the service in this scenario. All these numbers, you can change them with a calculator and you calculate. And you might say, how this work for me? This could work for anybody. This could work for any kind of retirement that you have. I'm just telling you to make a simple math of the money that you're making now, the money that you're gonna make after retirement, and how do you supplement that money that you're gonna lose. This is all this is. I mean, a lot of people think about retiring as a rocket science. It is not. I mean, you're living a lifestyle. Tú estás viviendo un estilo de vida. ¿Cómo lo sostienes? How do you sustain that lifestyle? And that's all it is. I mean, if you only need $3,000 to survive a month, that's what you need. So every scenario is different. Cada escenario va a ser diferente. A lot of people say, no, I need a lot of money to retire. No, you don't. I mean, you need to make the money work for you. All right? There's no other way. You need to make the money work for you. The equation, you need to make it work for you. Money is just a number. Estamos. El dinero es solamente un número. ¿Cómo yo utilizo ese número para que me ayude y me pueda retirar? But this is a projection, really simple. Use it in your particular scenario. Those that are going to retire, those that already have a portion of the VA, how much you're getting already. If you're going to fight for your Social Security disability, do the math. See how much you're going to be getting. See how much money you're going to be losing from your actual job. Are you going to get any pension from your actual job? So you can see how much you need to supplement that loss of money. That's all it is. I think a lot of people make this harder than what it is. But this is a short video. I've been going for half an hour already. If you have any questions, ¿tiene alguna pregunta? Acabá, mi hermano, sé que hace tiempo que no hablo contigo, pero espero que estés bien por allá. Saludo a la familia, Happy New Year. Mi hermano, 3 años para completamente retirarme y de verdad que sí que le vamos a meter muy duro a esto. Y espero encontrarme contigo y me ayudes, te conecte conmigo también, ¿verdad? Para bochinchar aquí un rato. Pero si no hay pregunta, de verdad, muchas gracias a aquellos que se conectaron. Thank you so much for those that connected. Please share this video for those service members and also those FERS employees. And you can share this with anybody because this is a simple way to calculate how much you're going to make and how much money you need to sustain after you retire. Simple, easy math. It's going to be there. You're going to stay there. You don't need to be rocket scientists to understand this stuff, and I think we make this harder than what it is. To close it out, I'm telling you, we need to look for a way to invest. Tenemos que ver en maneras de invertir. This is the reason I said this, and I'm going to close it out with this. These kids nowadays, and Milton, my friend, you need to understand and listen to this, and Caban, listen for a second, escúchame. These kids nowadays are making millions of dollars just doing YouTube videos, and I give it to them, all right? I'm talking about a lot of these kids out there, young people, 20, 18, 22, millionaires already, just making videos. Now, do I have something against that? No. This is the new technology. This is the new way you can make money out from your house. I mean, there's a way, and we need to catch up to this generation because if not, we're going to be lost and left behind. Nos vamos a quedar atrás. Crypto. I don't know a lot about crypto. I study a lot. But I'm telling you, there's ways to invest for you to make money in crypto. And crypto. It's to sustain that supplemental, like I'm telling you. So we have to be smart on how we invest money. We have to be smart how do we make a strategy to retire and how to supplement that money that we're gonna lose when we retire. That's all it is. Pero muchas gracias por conectarse. Nos vemos la semana que viene si Dios quiere. We'll see you next week. Do not remember this video is completely recorded. For those that tune in late, you can rewind it and watch it from the beginning, okay? Cabá, mi hermano, saludo. Nos vemos la semana que viene. Saluda a la familia. Te cuidan, mi hermano. Vamos para adelante. So I'll see you guys next week, okay? Have a great night, have a great week and weekend, okay? Retired Command Sergeant Centeno from Etching Consulting. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, etchingconsultation.com. etchingconsultation.com. That is my website. My YouTube channel is Etching Space Consultation in YouTube, okay? So thank you so much and please share these videos. Bye bye, okay? Bye.